Sandwich, yummy!
Hey, guess what? EdTech Sandwich. This is summer edition. And if you can't tell, we are Fosterless today with EdTech Sandwich, Kentucky style. Of course, we always start off with our sandwiches. I am extremely pleased with Jimmy John's. So I've got the Jimmy John's edition of, look at that, cucumbers, mayo, a little bit of mayo, lettuce, more importantly, tuna. So tuna is making an appearance today. KY EdTech Sandwich. Here we go. Listen, we are at KET today. And KET is now in their 10th annual summer PD for teachers. KET Media PD, Multimedia PD, if you will. We're excited. We got no Brett Foster, but we have several folks with us that are going to share some really cool stuff. And I'm really excited about that. I'm going to start off. With a couple things. I've got some gadgets, but I've also got a web app that I'm excited about. And I want to share that. The first thing I'm going to start with is a product from Diamond Media. And as you can see on the website, the screen here, this is a pretty nifty little device that I'm starting to use a little bit more. I just got it a couple weeks ago. I've tested it several times. Full HDMI or VGA adapter for any device with a USB port. And so the idea would be if you have a tablet or something like that with USB port, plug it in and your full wireless stream. Now the reason I have this is for some mobile or portable devices that are not the iPad. Because if I have an iPad, which I do, I usually stream that through AirPlay through Apple TV. But if I'm out at a conference or presenting somewhere and I want to shoot something up, again, through HDMI to a display or VGA to a projector, I think this is really going to help. Again, I've tested it pretty well. I think the HDMI connection is a little bit more solid than the VGA, but I'll report back on that. I'm excited about that. Next thing I want to show, this is really liking this. I'm going to give a shout out to Kurt Mattingly because he, a year ago, shared with me a Bluetooth portable speaker. Wasn't this one. This is a new version of SoundFreak. And per the website, they've got some really nifty products. This is the Sound Kick. And I want to show you, I've got it connected through Bluetooth to my phone. Full control, and the cool thing about it is when you close it, you close the back of it, the power turns off. So that's the SoundFreak, and that's the Sound Kick. I'm really enjoying it, and it's become my go-to travel piece. I'm going to bring in a special guest right now. I'd like to welcome into KY EdTech Sandwich, Mr. Donnie Piercy.
Marty, how you doing, man? It's good to
be here.
Very good to be here.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
What's your sandwich?
Well, I've got me a Jimmy John's Italian heavy dose of Italian salami and cheese. Some salami on there. Right. It's delicious stuff.
I see you got some bites out.
I did. I couldn't resist myself. So.
Gotcha. What you got for us today on EdTech Sandwich?
Well, I've got a few apps I want to show off. This first one I learned about pretty recently from a Google certified teacher here in Kentucky. Used to be called Tour Wrist.
Let's try to connect your phone here one more time.
Gets disconnected me there. Got a few apps here I want to show you. Should be in there now. I think it should be mirrored. But the first app, if you've downloaded it in the past, it's called Tour Wrist, like WRIST.
Okay.
But they've changed the name of it actually yesterday, so I had to kind of relearn how to use it. It's called Sphere, like a circle. And what it allows you to do is it puts you in a spot where you get a 360-degree panoramic view of anywhere in the world where people have taken them. So right now you might be able to figure out where we are, but if I rotate myself around, you'll see, hopefully, although the image is a little bit shaky here, as I rotate myself around,
there you go.
You'll see that it's kind of showing me off some different things.
Where are you?
I'm actually in Sydney, Australia right now.
So you just got back from Australia.
I did. I attended the Google Teacher Academy down in Sydney.
Gotcha.
And there's the Harbor Bridge. And if you look off in the distance right back there, you'll see the Sydney Opera House.
Nice.
So
nice.
Yeah, that's the first app. It's called Sphere.
So Sphere is no longer just a three-dimensional
Yes,
circle.
it's a
also
three-dimensional
a cool app.
worldview. That is correct, my friend. All right, so next one I want to show you is something called Aurasma. Aurasma. Really taking augmented reality to kind of the next level. What Aurasma allows you to do is there's certain kind of like triggers in the world, and it's an augmented reality app. And when you open it up, and when you place your iPhone, when you focus it on a trigger, it'll make stuff happen. For example, right now Marty is holding up a photo of the Mona Lisa, and that's a trigger for Aurasma. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my iPhone up to the Mona Lisa. And of course, right now, there it goes. Little sphere tells it it's working. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but the Mona Lisa is actually talking to me right now on my iPhone. Pretty stinking cool stuff. All right, last one I want to show you, just something I discovered a few weeks ago called YouTube Capture. And right now it's pretty easy to upload videos to YouTube, but what YouTube Capture allows you to do is just kind of like a streamlined way to, if you're somewhere you want to upload it to YouTube, you just press the record button. You press the record button. You got to make sure you hold it the right way. You press the record button, and you film everybody off in the distance. Then when you're done, it's just one click away to upload it to YouTube.
Gotcha.
Really simple, easy way to put yourself online.
We'll put those in the YouTube or in the show notes.
Yeah.
But maybe I can get that video and then drop it in too.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun.
View.
My quick 5-second video.
I also noticed, just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$2 on Amazon.
Nice.
Nice. I was going between this and the 1980s cassette tape, but this was a little bit more vintage.
So on Twitter, at Mr. Piercy.
At Mr. Piercy, MrPiercey. So hit me up sometime.
Woodford County.
Woodford County. I teach at Simmons Elementary. Been there for the last 6 years. Love it.
Straight out of Simmons.
Yeah, that's correct. MrPiercy.com.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Always a
pleasure. I know you got a
pleasure.
session you're getting ready to present.
I do. Talking about Google Apps for Education.
All right. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, like I said, we got several people in. I'm going to pull in Mr. Todd Norton. And Todd, I know you just got done presenting a session, and I know you're grabbing for your sandwich, but you know, I don't know if you. I just thought maybe to bring you on and share something that you're doing, and maybe you don't have an app ready or a gadget ready, but just kind of pull you in to say hi and tell us about your sandwich. And wow, that is
pretty empty.
That's phenomenal.
I don't like lettuce or whatever. So
can you do a close up right there?
Yeah,
so that's the weirdest sandwich I've ever seen. That looks something like my 5-year-old.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I just want to hold it in my hand. So one of the sites that I just discovered this morning, and I didn't realize that Adobe had put this out, but they have a new stylus coming out for the iPad, and it is called the Mighty, or Project Mighty and the Napoleon. So not only is there stylus, but they're coming out with a ruler. How old school is that?
Oh, wow.
But the ruler actually will sit on the iPad and will give you pretty much a fake line, a straight line, and when you write with your stylus, it'll draw that straight line right there with the ruler, and it'll help you do arcs. They have different things that it puts basically like an arc that you can just trace over. So it's a new stylus that came, I guess, was announced in May. I'm not sure when it's coming out or how much.
You're not sure when they're shipping.
And I need to look at that some more. But it's got a couple buttons on it. One button you can click, and it'll switch paint colors. It'll bring up their Adobe Cooler, which basically does a palette of different colors. So if you want a certain cool colors, it'll bring those up. And another one, what's really cool, it'll recognize like your finger is the eraser. So you can draw and then use your finger to erase something. And it's a very, very detailed way to use a stylus. It gives you all kinds of different brushes, all kinds of cool stuff.
Cool.
So there's a lot of expensive styluses out there, but this one looks probably
most promising.
Yeah, it's probably the coolest.
And I'll add that you would know, media arts teacher at Elkhorn Crossing in Scott County, and I'll tell you that you know how I love what students are making, and I'll tell you that after not judging, but we reviewed some presentations for some of your students. Totally blown away by some the work that your students are doing, and I talk about them all the time. That they're some of the most phenomenal projects.
I got some good kids.
Yeah,
I just get out of their way.
They've got a good teacher too.
I just get out of their way
and
let them do some awesome stuff.
Well, hey, I am pumped that you stopped by EdTech Sandwich.
Well, thanks. I got my sandwich.
You have your bread with a little bit of meat.
Yeah, and it keeps falling down further. It's just kind of, I can rip off this half. There might be some meat in there. I'm not sure what's going on.
That is perfect for KY EdTech Sandwich. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. So I did get another device here, and I've been working with it for a couple weeks now. This is the Surface Pro, and I'm not going to pull it up or pull any details out about it now, but I did just want to say that I've been working with it for a little bit, and I actually am enjoying Windows 8 on it. And now what I tend to do, and I would recommend this if you can, put everything else aside and fully use that new device, whether it's a Chromebook or whatever, use that for a little bit by itself, and then go back to your other device if you want to. Brian Spellman, I'm going to pull you in here. Have you been on EdTech Sandwich before?
I have not.
All right. So this is the 10th anniversary of
our KT Multimedia event.
Yeah. And how many teachers you got?
This year we got about 158, 160 teachers that have registered and attended. And over the course of the 10 years, we've got well over 12,000 teachers.
Gotcha.
And a lot of those teachers have been almost every single year, 8 or more years they've attended.
Awesome.
Different topics.
And it's
concepts.
a great, we've said this before on the show, but KT is a great resource for Kentucky and the world.
We think so.
We think so.
Yeah.
We know so.
We think so.
Well, I appreciate it. Anything you want to share, gadget or website or app? Or
as always, huge changes in KT, especially KT Encyclomedia. One of the great things that I think all of our teachers and students are going to love is within Encyclomedia's Discovery.
Yep.
We have a new tool called Board Builder for students where they can build their own little blogs or websites within the Discovery system.
Oh, cool.
But also pull in video from any other source, whether it's their own YouTube or whatever it is. Embed.
Yeah, good.
Private publishing.
Good.
Public publish, that's good. Publishing, those types of things. So it's a really cool thing. So
good. Well, and we'll pull that up and show that while in the show here.
We got some examples.
Thank you for getting us on the set of Kentucky Collectibles. And awesome. If you don't know about Kentucky Collectibles, it's a show that KT does that is like Kentucky's version of the Antique Roadshow. Yes.
We just filmed our second season a couple weekends ago, and these episodes will be airing throughout the 2013-2014 year.
And are those in iTunes U?
Eventually they might be.
Gotcha. Cool. I put you on the spot there, didn't I?
No.
Wonderful. We've got Jeff Sobalski in the back, who's I don't know if you got any gadgets or apps or websites, but I did want to introduce Kentucky's world-renowned STLP Student Technology Leadership Program. Jeff is the brand new
July 1
statewide leader for STLP, right?
Absolutely.
And so you got anything you want to share or say? Or
can't wait to come out to your districts. Want to see you, want to get into the schools with you. Can't wait to see you at showcases. If you aren't sure how to get involved with STLP.
And those are Kentucky districts, right? Not because, EdTech Sandwich is worldwide.
It's worldwide. I mean,
right.
of course,
So,
forgive me.
Yeah.
I forget sometimes the reach of EdTech Sandwich. But, yeah, absolutely.
So, hey, this was another edition of EdTech Sandwich. Hopefully next time we can get Brett Foster off the beach. I know he's suntanning right now. So, hey, looking forward to getting back with you. Thanks for tuning in.
EdTech Sandwich, yummy!